Yep. All right, no laces. We live post game. You know what it is. OU, we took the L tonight, 41-34. But hey, it is what it is. I got my boy Marcus with me on the post game. What's good?
What up, man? Good. Yeah.
Yeah. So here we are. The first loss under the Brent Venables era. I know we didn't think we was gonna make it through with no losses, did we? So this is one of those things you got to deal with. This is something that comes with the job. I didn't expect it to be against Kansas State, but then I kind of expected it to be against Kansas State. It's kind of, isn't it ironic that it is against Kansas State, the school that Brent Venables played linebacker for, right? Came out of Garden City, went to Kansas State. It was on the coaching staff, all of that stuff, man. Under Bob Stoops, blah, blah, blah. We know the story. We know the drill. It's just another thing that happens, man. So here we are. First loss. Took it to K-State. So if you had to blame it on anything, I wouldn't say blame. That might be a bad word. But if you had to look at something and say, well, this is why we lost the game, what would you say, Marcus Brown?
Run defense.
Run defense, eh?
Or do you want to break it down? Quarterback contain. Whoa. This defense in general, tackling, leverage, like they were saying, and what they meant by leverage is being able to get off a block. Like you taking on a block and you being able to have your man, the man that's trying to block you, in a position to where he's not a threat. To where like when you see the ball, you just go in and making a tackle. Where you have the leverage to get off the block and you just go in and making a tackle. That's what they was meaning by leverage. And it was none of that happening. None of that happened.
So none of that took place.
I mean, for what we've seen the first 3 weeks, it was a totally different defense that was out there. I think they probably showed up for like 2-3 series, and then they looked like they did last year. Like real talk. Only thing is you gonna get beat deep. That was it. That was the only.
I agree, man. That's about the only difference is didn't get beat, didn't give up too many big plays like we usually do. It was tight there. They came out the block stumbling. So that kind of messed it up from the jump. When they came out, put up 14-0. So they was behind the 8-ball real quick. And they never really recovered. Like, they pulled back, and actually they had a chance somewhere, which was at the third quarter, where it might have been the third beginning of the fourth, or third going into the fourth. And they had a chance, and then they missed on that third down play. Or no. They was about to go for it on 4th and 5. They threw the swing pass to Eric Gray. They had the penalty. Like you said, penalties. They had the penalty, brought them back to 4th and 10, so they had to punt the football. And that right there, that just to put a bow on it, that kind of wrapped it up to me right there. Like it was kind of over right there. They would have had to do a lot to come back from that.
And every time they got a penalty, that just about killed the drive. It seemed like every time they got a penalty, they might have got one more first down, but that was about it. You know what I'm saying? They was punting.
Mm-hmm.
And like his stats, Dylan Gabriel's stats don't look bad, but like
I don't really care about that, to be honest with
you. He missed 2 touchdowns in the first half. Marvin Mims, Drake Stoops, missed touchdowns. You just gotta be able to hit those throws and read the whole field.
Yes, please. Golly, he get locked in. And this is another thing that you was talking about last week, where he does only focus on that one side of it. He does not see his backside. Like he might check he like as soon as the ball is snapped, he might check over there. But if it's not there immediately, he goes over the other side, he stays there. And if that's not there, he's gonna try to run or he's gonna get sacked or throw it away. So it's almost as if, you know what I mean, you can kind of figure that out if you're a defensive coordinator. You can kind of take him away from his strengths a little bit in that aspect. And on top of that, I still think a lot of plays was out there. I still think I don't think Levy did a bad job calling the plays, really.
No, man.
This is not a Levy situation to me. Like this is a Dylan Gabriel was high on a lot of throws, missed a lot of key third down throws. I didn't even in one of the Stoops. I know Stoops maybe could have got it, but that was too high. Like you got to hit that throw, man.
The
This
one where
deep one football.
barely hit his fingertips.
Yes, the moment he barely hit his fingertips. I mean, I guess if he was 6'5", he would have caught it, maybe. But that's a bad throw. I can't
Throw.
I can't say nothing else about that. I mean, it's a bad throw.
And like, and this is this is. I didn't think it would happen this early, but I mean, hey, at least they got
Hey,
grounded. I guess you could say, got a taste
I'm
of what the real football is about. So they got punched right in the mouth on defense. Real talk. They ran the ball like I want to say 50 times. Like they ran the ball and they got a bunch of yards.
right. All right, we in the chat. We got we got my boy Hawk Jr. in the chat. He said I had OU going 10-2 or 9-3. And now we got Noah Wooding in the chat as well. He said, time to fire Brett. Yeah, whatever. The safeties wasn't filling the gaps on the QB run. That's what my boy Hawk Jr. That's my guy, my cousin. What up, y'all? He right about that. They wasn't stuffing it in there like they should have been like earlier. But then Norwoodin says we need Lincoln back. We made trash can quarterback look like a Superman. My boy Hawk Jr. said, block this guy. Laugh out loud. Yeah, you probably should be blocked, Norwoodin, for saying stupid stuff like time to fire Brent. We need Lincoln back. Who are you? Did USC send you? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I'm not gonna block you. You can sit here, talk your shit, do your thing, but we still gonna be here, baby. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of time before they take their L2. And I ain't looking forward to it or nothing like that. But hey, look here. I'm not worried about T-Bow over there. Not worried about him. We doing our thing over here. Took the hard fought game. Good job, Kansas State. I mean, what more can you say? They did a good job out there. They controlled the clock, ran the football, stuffed it down their throat.
Controlled a lot of scrimmage.
Controlled a lot of scrimmage. Sound football. I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and hate on that. I mean, we can look at it and pretty much OU, I believe, is a better football team. But that doesn't matter when you get kind of out schemed, like far as you know what I mean? Like they up the gut, man. They was kept giving it to them up the gut. But at the same time, Dylan Gabriel has to hit some of those throws that he missed. Could have been touchdowns instead of settling for field goals. And maybe we're in a whole different situation when it comes down in the fourth quarter. So,
and this may be a little technical, but you gotta keep your rush lane and your rush integrity. And what I mean by that is you collapse the freaking pocket. Everybody don't just run to the outside or get deboed to the outside to where it's 5 yards a green space to where he could see, or just take off and run. And that was another thing that was happening. Like they wasn't keeping a rush lane. He was blitzing, which what you what you would want him to do because it will force him to make quick decisions and get rid of the ball. But
exactly.
everybody's getting deboed, when your middle is getting deboed and they getting killed, and they get knocked off to the left and to the right, and they leaving this big old gap. You know what I'm saying? Like they take it off.
Mm-hmm. We're talking. I feel you on that. That is correct. I believe so. Got to do better in that aspect of the football game. We got my boy the Snathan in the Chizzy. He talking about yo. It's a rough one. Learn from your mistakes. Got it. Norwood said, why? We gave up 41 points to a dumpster. Nah, boy, hey, listen, check this out. I ain't gonna block you, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. They did give up 41 points. I wouldn't call, I mean, now you talking about, now he says you got to try a different QB. Come on, listen. There is no other QB we about to try right now. That's what I'm seeing. That's why I said you might have to get blocked, son. You got to chill.
And we only talking about his accuracy because he ain't threw an interception, bro.
No picks, no turnovers. It's just he just missing on a couple little throws, but it is a big deal when you miss 3 third down throws. Like that's a big deal at the end of the game. Like that's the difference between 7 and 3 points on the board.
If he just hit Marvin Mims and Drake Stoops when they was open in the first half, bro, they win the game. That's 14
there
points.
You go, right there. They win the ball game. So those 2 plays right there, that's enough. I know things might have turned out differently after that, but I'm just saying, like when you do those things, yeah, we could have went on a route after that. Who knows? I'm just saying.
And I'm gonna tell you, like he played good enough to win. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He played winning football.
Yeah, you can't give up 41.
But he played winning football because he didn't turn over the ball.
No, he did play winning football, and I'm not gonna give all the blame to Dylan Gabriel. I'm not. If that's what it sounds like, that's not what I'm trying to do because he played a good football game. He threw probably what. Let's check the stats. I know he probably had 300 yards. You know what I'm saying? He was out there. It wasn't like he was on scrub out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't a bum out there on the football field. Let's not get it twisted. It's just he missed a couple throws. And it's okay to say that. It's not an indictment on the whole offense, like on Jeff Levy and all these people, just because Dylan Gabriel missed a couple third down throws. You know what I'm saying? He went 26 for 39, 66%, 330 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, sacked 1 time. And he ran about 7 times for 61 yards and had a 26-yard scamper. So he did his job. He did decent. He played winning football, like you said. Just a couple plays that we left out there on the field that we could have had. But the defense has to take responsibility as well. You cannot give up 41 points. If Oklahoma comes out here and scores 34 points, we should win the football game, in my estimation.
Listen, you shouldn't be out here giving up 148 yards to the quarterback, 116 yards rushing to the running back. No, that's really. And I know Brent Venables is probably his veins and his neck is probably just.
Oh man, you know he tripping.
When he's looking at that, and when he watched this tape, like he's gonna be tripping. Cause it's going like that's just stuff that's not supposed to happen. Like I could kind of like expect that with what we had last year and them guys, because it wasn't nothing ever really good on defense. But this was tough. It was one of the reasons why I wasn't getting hyped on the first 3 games.
Well, it's hard to, yeah, right.
I was on my way, but this brought me back to reality real quick.
Back to reality. Oop, there goes gravity. Yep. Oh like, man, listen.
I mean, it looked good the first 3 weeks, but this is reality right here, buddy.
Yeah, this is. I mean, I mean, we knew, like I said, we knew what was happening. We saw what was going on out there in the first couple of weeks. They looked good. They only gave up 10 average about 10 points a game in the first 3 weeks. And then all of a sudden they come out here, give up 41. But if you was paying close attention, and if you was listening to No Laces, you would have known, like I was telling you, that the interior is giving up too many easy yards. I'm sorry. It's just not. I need to see when I look at a football game, like when a play starts, I look at the mesh point. Okay. And at the mesh point, which way is it moving? Is it at a standstill? Is somebody getting pushed back? Is we doing this or that? Are they gashing us up front? To me, that's gonna let you know how many games you're gonna win. That's gonna let me know if you're about to win this damn football game. Because if you give it up I mean, of course, everybody's gonna give up something, but if you just giving it up 2 out of 3 plays, bro, like that's a first down. Okay. Like, nigga, we can't have that. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's all I'm trying to say. I'm not. It's
David Grable, Danny Stutzman. You gotta play better, bro.
yo, Danny Stutzman, my guy, Danny.
Like
he was flying in there, but he was whiffing on a lot of that. And he was getting blocked out. He wasn't getting all blocks good, but I noticed that earlier. But it took shape today. You know what I mean?
Like, and whenever they was blitzing, like they was getting, like even Deuce Vaughn was yoking them. It was like Stone Cold Stunner, no pass, boo, standing. I seen both of them. Stopping nice. Dead in their tracks.
Dead in their tracks. 5'6", Deuce Vaughn.
So I mean, this is gonna be a whole bunch of good teacher tape because it sure wasn't a whole lot of that uncommon effort on defense. Offense, they play pretty well, man. Like
no, they play pretty well.
Play pretty well. They missed some stuff, but they still played good enough to win.
You expect, points, yes, you expect to win the ball game if they play that way.
But they still could have. They should have put up 50 if they wouldn't have had all them penalties.
Well, that's the difference between. If I can say this without being disrespectful, that is the difference between having a pretty good, above average, nice quarterback versus having a Patrick Mahomes, dare I even say Baker Mayfield type of guy. You know what I'm saying? In college, like that's just the difference.
I mean, I don't even know.
I'm just saying they might score 50 if we got Baker or Patty, or we got, let's just say Kyler. If we got, I don't want to mention the guy who was there last year. If we got those type of guys, might turn out a little differently. Let's just keep it. Keep it real and keep it red.
Which one you talking about? Because that other
one. No, not the first one. Not the first one. The second one, not the first one.
I think I'm still cool with old DG. Other than, like, no disrespect to old buddy, but you know what I'm saying? Hey, DG, hey, he got what, 11 touchdowns, no picks.
I'm cool with DG over that first one.
Every day.
Yeah, over that one that went to South Carolina. Yeah. He's better than him. As of what he's showing on the football field. Might not be a better talent, but he make better decisions.
Yes, sir.
And I like Dylan Gabriel, so that's not, I hope, like I said, I hope this in no way comes off bad because he wasn't terrible. I just like to see him get that ball down. And I'm not no quarterback guru or nothing like that, but when I see that he winds up a lot and his feet are not always up under him correctly, when he's throwing the football, that's not always pointed in the right direction. So, like, I think that's why the ball sails on him sometimes. because he's not, his base is not set sometimes when he's throwing it and he kind of gets it off. And sometimes he gets it off and he hits it, but it gets away from at times. So I think that's just one of them things that he gonna have to work on. It probably is not. It's not gonna get fixed during the season, so you can forget about that. That's an off-season thing. So hopefully, he continues to work on that and get better for the next level if he goes there. So.
I didn't got to the point where you gotta expect him to miss at least 2 or 3. And they always talk about how accurate he is. Man, he didn't miss 2 or 3 of them, but he ain't threw no picks. And then he'll back door and he'll come back and he'll hit the next 2. It's crazy. But
okay, we got check this out. We got Norwood and said K-State is bad. We can't make excuses as OU fans. Guys, Tulane lost today. They scored 10 on Tulane. I mean, that's true. But they had a different game plan, came out. Martinez is a lot better today and executed and did some things he didn't do the last couple games. But Jason Harrison in the chat said in the second half, we should have had a spy on the quarterback. Okay. Lone Wolf said DG number 8 isn't the guy. I said last week, can the backup throw the ball? so we want the backup now. So we want Booty or something. Is that what we saying?
Or Bevel. Come on, man.
I mean, guys. I mean, we got a guy who's not thrown an interception. He's overthrown about 12 balls in 4 games. That's about it. And that's I mean, okay, you left some points on the field. But benching? No, that's not even a question, guys. Let's stop that.
Dylan Gabriel shouldn't stop nobody on 3rd and 16. That ain't his fault.
That ain't his fault. He wasn't out there.
That is not his fault.
I'm sorry.
And he still put up 35 points.
Yes.
Come on, guys. Let's think about this. He still put up 35. So they still hit their average. What was the outlier here in the game? You know what I'm saying?
Right. So
that's the thing. Like
that is the thing.
They had a game plan of playing in space, and that K-State was like, nah. Y'all come with all that spread shit if y'all think y'all want to. We could square up and hit y'all the mouth. With this 12 personnel, this 11 personnel, yeah, we could hit y'all straight in the mouth. Zone read all day long.
All day. All day. But, you know, it is what it is. We got to do a better job. Got to do a better job on defense.
Yep, especially on 3rd down, man. Like, I wish they had the 3rd down set.
Yeah, but I don't know.
275 yards, yes. Oh,
who next? How many?
11.
Disgusting. All right, so to wrap it up, we know what Dylan Gabriel had. Eric Gray had 16 rushes for 114 yards, average 7.1 yards a carry. Dylan Gabriel with 61. We had Major with 37 on 9 carries, average 4.1. You can argue that they probably should have ran the ball a little bit more, in my opinion, but the drives, I can understand the way the play column was going. It kind of wasn't working out that way. It's kind of deceiving a little bit. Marvin Mims with 4 catches for 87 yards, 1 touchdown. Theo Weiss, 3 catches, 75 yards. Had a nice touchdown. Had a 56-yarder. Jalil Farouk, 5 catches on 69 yards. I felt like he could have I've been praising Jalil Farouk, but I feel like he could do a little bit more on his opportunities. Missed a couple opportunities as well. Put the football on the ground maybe once or twice. Eric Gray also had 7 catches, 45 yards. Willis had 5 catches, 41 yards, 2 touchdowns. Missed on a big play early in the game. Marcus Major with 2 catches, 13 yards. So, I mean, they did decent. We let Deuce Vine go off for 116. Martinez had 148 yards rushing, 4 touchdowns. Let me say that one more time. He had 21 carries, 148 yards, averaged 7 yards a carry for 4 touchdowns. We're talking about Adrian Martinez. We're talking about the guy who played for Nebraska. We're talking about the same person. He put up 4. He's the quarterback. He put up 4 touchdowns today, guys. That's what he did. So
we all knew this. We all knew what, and that's the crazy thing about it. We knew what Kansas State was going to do.
Like, you know what they're doing.
You know what they finna do. Like, how many, like, I want to see how many catches did the wide receivers have for Kansas State. Probably 3.
How many? What they had? What you want to know?
The wide receivers had.
Kansas State. Let's see. The receiver. First of all, Martinez is 21 to 34. He actually threw the ball 34 times. I don't even remember him doing that. But yes, he threw the. Kurt Warner's son out here had 3 catches, but listen, 234 yards, 1 touchdown. So he had 5 total touchdowns.
More catches than that.
No, he only had 3 for 26 yards. Listen, he had the opportunity. He had 2 big plays that he could have caught. They ended up getting broken up though.
Oh, Deshaun White was locking him up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he had 2 big plays that actually Deshaun White.
Put them cuffs on that boy. I was like, "Ooh, that kind of look like pass interference," but he ain't touching it.
It was baby. They could have threw the flag if they wanted to on one of those.
Because it was one, he wasn't looking back, but he was like face to his face.
Oh yeah, he was all over. Taking the L. Week 4.
Yep.
They got to bounce back.
That college football playoff hype didn't win all out the window now.
No, they were out of here.
Hey man, does Kansas have the best quarterback in the Big 12?
You said who?
You heard me, man.
You said did who?
Does Kansas have the best quarterback in the Big 12?
You talking about Kansas who? Jayhawks?
Hey, bro. If you ain't watched no highlights of Kansas, man,
no.
You need to go watch some highlights of Kansas, man. I'm telling you, if Adrian Martinez did this to us, listen. Ooh, hey, listen. We better hope we make some strides on this quarterback attain and this quarterback run game. Because, boy, let me tell you, we will lose to Kansas this year if we don't tighten that up. I'm telling you now, we will lose to Kansas. We would lose to Kansas Jayhawks. I'm not.
No, I'm not even. Hey, whatever. I don't. Yeah, we never lost to them last year with Pookie. With Pookie out there.
Listen.
That boy Pookie, he went live on us last year, man. We had to put off it was a miracle play that we won the game though, damn near. Remember that?
Yep. Hey, Suge, I'm telling you.
So we lose to Kansas, is what you're saying.
We will lose to Kansas.
Oh man. This is bad news.
Quarterback is, hey man. He gonna be a dude, bro. He gonna be a
Oh
good.
man, you kidding me? Talking about Kansas quarterback.
All right, bro. All right,
All
bro.
right.
He just gave up almost. Jim Martinez has 400 yards and 5 buckets. Think about that. Adrian,
No, Adrian Martinez had 5 buckets, man.
5. He, bruh, he had what they call it, the Heisman Trophy game, Heisman Trophy watch, when they put up the 5 players.
Yeah.
Hey, bruh, think about that. Look at that, man. 148, 234, 5 touchdowns. Come on, man. That's player of the week. They ain't player of the week. I don't know what it is.
Incredible.
He ain't even did that all season. Just let it all hang out. Sorry, coach.
That's pretty sick.
That's funny.
Well, guys, it's been real. Mobile quarterbacks always kill us. Quarterbacks always look like Heisman winners against us. He won't do jack for the rest of the year. So Joe C said. Emmanuel Batcher in the chat said, watching OU lose to OSU last year, that's a sad game. To see OU lose to Georgia in the playoff game, that's a sad game to see. But K-State, it's just a recurring nightmare. Hope we can go to the SEC. I got you. To be on the top dog in the conference. To be a top dog in the conference anymore, but college football would be college football. What can you do? We literally saw Alabama almost lose to Texas. All right, whatever. Listen. Stuff happens, guys. K-State always pretty much has our number. No one's shocked. They just took the L. Is what it is. Thought they might be a little different then, but more things change, the more things stay the same. Man, like, I'm disappointed, to say the least. But we'll tighten up with that. But the one thing I will say, with those recruits coming in, with those type, if they stay true, if it holds up, if they actually show up, we talking about, those 2 DNs that we got coming in and the defensive lineman that we got, that's what we need. Now we need the interior D line to stack up. And in a minute, if not tomorrow, we're gonna start talking about that. This 3-3 whatever scheme, 3-4-3 whatever scheme they're running. Because remember, that didn't turn out. That's how it ended the first time. You remember that? You remember the first at the end of Remender's career, how that ended? You remember we was all tripping about that?
That 3-3-5.
That 3-5, how he's getting busted up the middle by people like Kansas State.
Oh God!
Y'all remember Darren Sproles running for 580,000 yards on us? Do y'all remember this?
Hey man, and wasn't that West Virginia game Brent Venables?
Oh my! You talking about the Noel Devine game?
No.
Or the one before that, or after? Because it was a couple. It was like 3.
You know which one I'm talking about.
Oh,
the
man,
one
which?
we put Julian
Oh
Wilson
my God! You talking about? I'm trying to think of the name of the guy. He ended up playing for Tate Austin. Listen to me. Von Austin went off.
Listen, but that's man, we tripping thinking about that. Nah, bro. This was just, bro. They honestly, they was actually calling the right stuff, man. I mean, other than really not, they did try to run a spot, but you seen them horrible angles.
Mm-hmm. No, it's what I'm saying though. Like, so is it a thing of where? That's what I'm saying. So like, it goes to Clemson in that it works, right? You come back here, now you're getting sliced and diced, doing it again. The thing is, I think you have to have dominant defensive linemen. Dominant.
Oh, and you got to have stronger.
The linebacking play, yes. The front seven has to be almost elite for that scheme to work like you want it to.
Because like they didn't. Some of them boys when they was getting double teamed, it was nasty. And they was going to that 3 front, and you really want to go this light with three defensive linemen and like 5 little people? Okay. We'll let y'all come up and try to tackle dude's line real quick. All right, here you go. We gonna move all your D linemen out the way real quick. You get a touch on your linebackers and boom! And it was more than a touch on them, boy. They was flying.
It was ridiculous. Touching them up.
Yep.
So we got to do better. Oh, you baby. What we gonna do, man? Shit. I mean, I wasn't ready to take this L this early. I knew it was coming, but just wasn't ready today. Yeah, but will you ever be ready for the L?
No.
Can you ever prepare to take that first loss of the season if you a rooting fan for a team? Was Alabama, would they have been ready if they had lost to Texas? But they didn't. They pulled it out like some OGs. But would have got rough for them too. Could have got rough.
Mm-hmm.
Man, shit happens. I mean,
oh, yeah, I was about to say it. Both at the right time twice a day. So, there you have it. But it's looking more like this is a trend more than this is a broke clock.
It's more of a trend, man.
Mm-hmm. The KSU.
Yeah, man, but the end of the day, it is what it is. This is no laces. And I like to say, if you're having back pain, knee pain, you're struggling to sleep, you need to relax, you need to chill out. You just lost. Oh, you just took the L. They took the L. You just lost. You need something to make yourself feel all right about the day, man. Holler at the Vibe OK, man. You know what I'm saying? You can go to Nursing Station on 122nd in Rockwell. You can catch that modified grapes, animal cookies in there. Go in there and tell them the No Laces sent you. Tell them the Vibe sent you. Matter of fact, tell them Antonio sent you. You know what I'm saying? If you went out there in the country, in Davenport, out there by Stroud, go to Frosty's, man. They got their wedding crashers up there for you. They got some modified grape pre-rolls up there for you. Just holler at them, let them know we sent you, man. This show is sponsored by the Vibe OK. And let me tell you, we just trying to make your day better. So holler at that, but man, any last words you got to say, Mark, before we wrap this up?
Nah, man, the sun will come out tomorrow, man.
The sun come out tomorrow. Hopefully.
They just gotta play lightweight flawless ball from now on.
I got to show up and show out. Like I said, this is No Laces. I'm Antonio Labar. That's my boy Marcus, man. My guy, my day one. We gonna be here like win, lose, or draw. So we'll be here to report the news. OU, Boomer Sooner, all